Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power Hour.
It is Monday, and you know what that means. It's time for the Power Hour, and here to tell you about what we're going to see today is the producer of this here program, Adam Dunn. Adam, what do we got going on to watch tonight on a Monday?
All right, Randy, coming up tonight is going to be episode 105 from April 15th, 2000. We're going to start with a look at clips from last week. Then we'll see an interview with Randy. Ali and Moondog Spot will be going against the Regulators. We'll see Alan Still and Rick Havoc. Randy Hales, Easy Money, and CB Hales. The new DNA test results are in today. Lance Jade and the Aristocrat Scott Reigns be going against Alan Still and Rick Havoc. We'll see Blade in action against Brandon Baxter. And the Power Pro title, Wolfie D, going against Derrick King on the show today, Randy.
Got some people watching tonight. Hello to everybody. I think I typed a comment to Drew and to several others. And I also want to say hello to my buddy Frank Seaton, the class of 1953, Jonesboro High School. Greg White is in the house, and Julie Yates is in the house. And now, Adam's buddy Derrick May in the house. All right, time to watch the Power Hour, and here we go.
Ali thought that was it. Wolfie D from behind. There's another referee knocked out. And Ali whipped into the rope. Wolfie D, he barely survived. Out to the mat he goes. Ali takes control again. Ali driver. Brandon Baxter, he was out.
As you do storytelling and wrestling, these opening recaps to let people that might have not have seen the show the previous week, it updates them on what's going on as we continue to tell the story. And the story is Ali lost the title, screwed out of it, as you see now. And we reinforce with people that watched last week what happened, and for people that missed the show the week before, I think these type of clips are so important in storytelling. Go out, Tuttle. Appreciate you being on here today. Bruce Jackson in the house. Joseph Earl Awesome. Joseph Earl Jones is in the house. The Power Hour is going down. Certainly from April the 15th, 2000. It's Corey Maxson.
Let me tell you what a shock it was last week. You saw Ali go down his very first defeat right here smack dab in the middle of this ring. What a shock it was. But under very controversial circumstances.
Andrew asked how the weekend was, and it was good. Hey, here comes the owner, the founder, the president of Power Pro Wrestling, yours truly, R.A. Look at how pressed up I am. Casual.
I'm telling you, stuff going on, Corey. I guess we'll go over here. The situation, everybody knew last week that Ali got screwed. That's exactly what happened. Ali got screwed, Corey. You said we're not going to.
Same here, Andrew.
Because that's what people want to see, right?
I'm
People
6'4".
want to see everybody get with it.
Derrick.
And get intense and get down with it. And let me tell you something.
And
Like
Joseph.
I said, Ali got screwed. We're
This
trying
is
to
Corey Mack.
investigate the situation. An investigation going on today to see exactly what happened. And if we find out what happened, they will be dealt with harshly. Remember, the lights went off. It's just a tremendous situation. I can't reverse the decision because we don't know what happened, but I can do this. I can sign a return match today for the Power Pro title. Ali against Wolfie D, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. You're going to sign a return match right here today.
Raza in the house from Australia.
What are these guys out here for, Randy? The Regulators and Perry
ball.
They're going to do this warrior crap on me.
I don't care what you say, Corey. You want to do this whole investigation thing? I went ahead, Randy, and conducted my own investigation, so you don't even have to bother. The fact of the matter is, that goof Ali slipped and fell, attempted to do a drop toe hold, and Wolfie just capitalized on it and pinned him. Yeah, that's what happened.
That old falling can't get up stuff. You don't believe that?
I'm not done. And about this whole Ali-Wolfie rematch, according to this contract, dear Randy, according to this contract, Wolfie doesn't have to give Ali a rematch for a minimum of 30 days.
Well, Perry James is... we know you can't read, so... Let my little brother.
Corey Macklin, Randy Hales, as long as we've been here, all we've heard is a bunch of whining about how the regulators are getting the title shots, how the regulators got the tag team titles. But let's make one thing clear, Randy Hales, Corey Macklin.
This tag team is Sir Mo
Here with a power
and his
pro
partner,
tag team
Dave May,
champions, and we're gonna
the
remain
Harlem
for
Brothers,
a
Rob,
very long
and
time.
Dion, the Regulators.
Yeah, you own the company, but we're running things around here. Let go of the mic, boy. Let me tell you
We've
something.
been watching them for the last several weeks.
And crying going on around here. Why don't we go out to the store and get a box of cheese and crackers to go with all that whining going on out here? Now, the regulators came in here, and we told you, you sell out, that the regulators and the cartel was going to take over. Last week, we did what we said we was going to do. We won the Power Pro Tag Team Champions, and Wolfie D won the Power Pro Heavyweight title. So I only got one question. Whose house is this? It's the cartel's house. That's whose house it is. And rest of you like it. I'm getting out of here. Ali has hit the ring, and here we go. We've got action. What a powerhouse. How about that? Oh, my goodness. Ali hits the ring, and he hits it fast. Going after the regulators. Drop down. Of the regulators, and Ali breaks up the party that the regulators had going on as they came out. And this is not about fans. Let me tell you, this is just one man individual as Ali, and he's taking it out on anybody he can. And let me tell you, I don't blame him. Oh, there's a big kick from Rob for the regulators. Oh, they stop him. Oh, here comes him out.
Heat on the heels, draw money. Here comes the wild, crazy Moondog Spot. Cleaning house has the weapon, and here we go.
Hey, referee says ring the bell. We're gonna make a match out of this one. It's gonna be the Moondog and Ali.
Al saying Swerve's house instead of Ollie's house. He watched the fantastic, I'm sure, AEW Revolution pay-per-view last night.
It's Ali and the Moondog against the regulators. Moondog rules, and you know what that means, man.
Richard Hood watching the program tonight.
They want to stay loose because the Moondog is showed up.
Obviously, Dave Brown off on this particular show. Still had to pay him, though.
Ali in the ring with Dion. And I don't see Barry James anywhere around. He's somewhere hiding.
Hello, Jeff. Hook. Yep. What's going on with you? On the 4th day of March, it was 80 degrees, near 80 degrees in Jonesboro, Arkansas, as we watched the Power episode 105 from April the 15th, 2000. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, folks. We're still trying to build those numbers, youtube.com/@RandyHales. If you want to see the archives of these shows, click on once you get to the channel and you subscribe and you ring the bell to get notifications. Then hit the live option and see all the archives. Moondog's Plaza, known for brawling, no doubt about it, and I think he's going to clear the house. My good friend from California, and God bless you too, Nicholas City by Bay. A long comeback here from Ali as Moondog. This is usually you try to change things up. A lot of times, babyface make a comeback and the heels scoot, and this is a back and forth fight, trying to keep them certainly strong. Be sure to check out Randy Hill's MemphisWrestling.com, where the Living the Dream book, and also if you want to order directly from Amazon in the next second or two, Adam will put that link up there that you can click on to order the Living the Dream book, the Randy Hill story from Amazon. You go to Randy Hill's MemphisWrestling.com if you want a signed copy. Our buddy Rick Casey, Wendell Cooley, says, show some Wildcat Wendell Cooley. Well, Wendell, this is the Power Pro watch along, and you were never in Power Pro. You were retired. You were retired by then. Dance early in the house. And the opening segment of this show started with the promo to check out the show, set up the show. That's always good to know and good to see to set it up. Greg White says, now I have the country song in my head whenever I see his name. Jeff says, I got one eye on the Power Hour and another on Raw and Cody Rhodes. I don't have Raw on right now. Probably should do that, but we're watching now the Power Hour as we are seeing a commercial for the personal appearance of Ali. Greg White, Wendell, used to watch you on WCBI out of Columbus.
Enough. No one wants to hear this fake British accent. No one cares about the aristocrat. They care about me, their hero, Lance Jade. Now, Alan Steele, Rick Havoc, I could beat you all by myself, but I'm forced to tag with this guy today? Like, you're... Hey!
You let him hear Lance Jade, you goose. You better watch yourself, or I'll cut your guts out.
He loves seeing that.
Christopher, I'm sorry. I don't know what come over me. It'll be my pleasure to tag with you.
Or I love having him say that. Or
Don't you ever touch me again, you got that?
Listen to me.
I'll take you to...
Oh, boy, I tell you, but I just, as my eyes playing tricks on me, and I just see CB Wyatt. Boy, to CB Hales, whatever he wants to call himself. Tell you what I want to do right now, fans. I want to call out, if you can call him the brand new Power Pro Heavyweight Champion, I guess we'll call him that. Wolfie G. Yeah, come on out here, Wolf. Let's talk to you. He's got a getaway guy with him there. Evil Knievel, we call him. Wolfie G, the Power Pro Heavyweight Champion. And while you're celebrating, you got a big fish coming up today, Wolf.
First of all, what you're going to do is you're going to reintroduce me, not Wolfie D. Go ahead and just call me champ. Go ahead.
I'm not going to do that, Wolf, because
Am I not the Power Pro
no,
champ?
you didn't win it fair and square. I'm not going to. You're not going to make me say that.
How in the world can you say I didn't win it fair and square when you saw on the tape right there that I was on top of 1, 2, 3?
I tell you what I saw. I saw Ali with the Ali driver on you. I saw the lights go out in the studio. I saw Brandon Baxter showed up, and then we saw you on top of Ali.
I think I know what happened. Last week there was kind of some bad weather. Dave was, I'm sure you can tell you, probably lightning hit the building here, knocked the lights out. That's probably what happened, right?
No bad weather here last week.
Okay, then if bad weather, it had to be this cheap TV studio. They didn't pay their light bill and the lights went out. That's what happened.
And you expect everybody to believe that?
Well, hey, I expect everybody to
hello, Matt Scott, watching on YouTube. What's going on, buddy?
The big monster that nobody can beat, said he can't be beat. I say he ain't never faced Wolfie D before, and you see what happens. as soon as I get in the ring when I'm standing here wearing the gold like I rightfully deserve. Right?
Yeah, well, it took 3 or 4 of you to do it. That's one thing about it. It took 3 or 4 of you to beat Ali.
Segment number 2 of this Power Pro Wrestling show.
Yeah, you're right. You and your other 10 friends. That's the Cartel and Brandon Bax and all those guys. Here's Randy Hales out. Yeah. Oh, Randy says he'll be right back. He's got one thing. You've got a title bout here coming up today, Wolfie.
I'm enjoying. Certainly, Matt Scott, I appreciate you enjoying these shows. Also talking about PG-13's Wolfie D. And here is me coming up with something.
You got me on the Ollie deal. You got me on that. But let me tell you something. These people deserve it. We want to see it. There will be a Power Pro Heavyweight Championship match here today in your defense. Not with Ali, because after I beat him, he's going to have to start back at the bottom and work his way to the top where I am. What I did was I put everybody in this crew except for Ali. You got me on him. You in there? Did you put you in there?
He's not a wrestler. You can't put Randy.
Y'all two in there.
Oh boy. I tell you, what you got, Randy? You got all the wrestlers.
We're going to draw names, and the winner, the person that I
Maybe Adam can remember that, who was under the helmet. Somebody of Wolfie, I think. I don't remember his name. Do you, Adam?
Ollie's not able to do it the first time in his life. He gets this chance, and I love it. And that's that.
Derrick King! Derrick King! Mr. Personalities! Yeah, Derrick's going to get a title shot today.
Am I supposed to be scared of that?
Well,
Derrick is a great wrestler, a great talent. Oh, Derrick is really good. He's real good. Today, he's going to fall real easy at the hands of the champ.
Well, we'll see. That's why we have matches, Wolfie D.
You got a match with him.
Look out. Here comes Ali. I'm getting out of here. I don't want to be caught in this situation between these two guys, Randy. Stay loose. Ali wants a piece of Wolfie D.
Don't blame him, but control him, people. Control him as usual. He makes me a nervous wreck.
Well, it's taking about 8 of them to push him back. He wants Wolfie D. Let's take a break. We'll be back. We've got a title bout
here coming up, and you'll wrestle Derrick King. Let's get out of this right now.
Yes, sir. We're on the way. We'll be back.
How you feeling this week, Blade? Your back all bruised up from those cane shots last week? You're still bleeding internally from that one shot to the kidneys? Is it worth it, Blade? I told you last week.
I'm not sure,
go ahead
Bobby.
and just give in to the cartel and stop trying to be a hero. But
I
you
don't
didn't
know
listen.
if I really believe
Because you live for
Wolfie
those
had the
people that
wreck.
share your name. Blade.
I think that might have been a lie.
See, at one point, I was just like you. Everywhere we went, people were chanting my name. And when they did, my adrenaline would be flowing. I'd have goosebumps from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, and I feel no pain. I felt no pain until it was time to get back to the dressing room and have my
The first time in a long time, according to Derrick May, I don't see LL in the house. I don't see her making a comment, but
very
Derrick is saying hey to LL. She missed the show we did Sunday, yesterday, after the AEW Revolution pay-per-view.
And maybe rather than having to send 7 to get the job done,
Missed a very good show. That's in the archive now at youtube.com/@Randy Hales. Hit the live option to see the archive.
The pain of watching a man grovel down on his hands and knees, wondering if that
7 doing a better job with interviews. It's experienced people.
and start crying like the small child that he is. The small child that I used to be when my father used to beat me with that cane for my sin. Blade, keep making that mistake, and I'm going to be your father, and I'm going to pay for that sin.
Derrick confusing me tonight. Yes, man, I heard that Paul Heyman is being named at WrestleMania. Certainly, he will be the first member announced of the 2024 Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame. I would imagine that I wouldn't like it, but since I don't watch it, I can't really answer that question.
A while ago, I was listening to the monitor, and Brandon Baxter says He wants a piece of blade. Well, I mean, the people I'm sure here would love to see me get a hold of Brandon Baxter.
Good evening to my friend, Deacon Terry Jones.
See, Brandon Baxter, you letting your alligator mouth overload your crawfish body. So if you think you want a piece of cork, can we get that match today?
Hey, I'd love to have it. I'll just have to check and see just to make. Randy, are you around? Randy Hales is here. I hear you. Can we do this match, Randy? The fans want us. It's on for the day. Blade Boudreaux, Brandon Baxter in the ring, 1-against-1 today.
That's right, Brandon Baxter.
How about that for a match on this Power Hour? Brandon Baxter and Blade.
Brandon Baxter. Brandon's out here running his mouth. Oh, I can take Blade.
Is BLLB. Watched live last night. That was a fantastic Sting match, a fantastic pay-per-view that I really enjoyed. We'll talk about that tomorrow night, and we have I will debate Michael St. John because I disagree with his impending doom on AEW.
He says he can beat Alan Steele. Well, he's got the aristocrat Scott Reigns as his partner today, and on the other side is going to be Alan Steele teaming up with Havoc.
Havoc and Alan Steele against Scott Reigns, the former Bulldog Reigns, and Lance Jade. Alan Steele after somebody. You know, the purpose of the first part of the show is set up for the later part of the show, and we're setting up for Ali. Not Ali. We set up a reason for him not be able to have a return title match, but we set up for Derrick King against Wolfie D for the Power Pro title, and they have a hell of a match. Bobby, we decided to change Bulldog Reigns to Aristocrat. That was Brandon Baxter's idea. Plaza saying happy retirement to Steve Borden, Sting, who turned 65 years old soon. This is a Power Hour from April the 15th, 2000. This is the April 15th, 2000 show number 105 edition of the Power Hour.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Macklin and ringside. Nick Brown's off today on vacation. Back with us on next week here on the Power Hour. We're live from the studios of WMC TV5.
Bobby, I think Scott Reigns is living in Georgia, back in Georgia these days.
Down goes the aristocrat, and boy, he's putting everything he can on Alan Steele, and Alan's taking
Big guy. Move quick.
Wolfie D's got a title defense today. He wants to be called champ and labeled as the Power Pro champion. Well, today he's got a title defense.
As my producer says, that he thinks that Scott Reigns lives in the Carrollton, Georgia area. Thanks for that information, my crack producer. You know, at some points it was 18 by 18, and other times it was 20 by 20. The ring we're seeing right now is the 18. Dave's channel says, "Good evening, Randall. How was Whoopi D outside the ring?" He seemed like a laid-back guy, not when he was drinking or doing the Fernum Durnum, but he was fun to travel with. Liza trying to share the YouTube because I need to. Need to promote that as BLLB is LL. She's trying to come at us in the sky, trying to kayfabe us on a Monday night.
10 o'clock next Saturday morning here on TV5. Aristocrat slams Alan Steele into that top turnbuckle. No tag there. I don't think referee William Gibson.
Always love the fact that Terry Jones watches this broke. His church, I believe, is on Range Road in good old Memphis, Tennessee. Mempho. Good match going on here. As Alexander says, my book arrived in the mailbox today, so I think it said, what did I tell you? It was going to get there Wednesday, so it got there a couple of days earlier. That's good. Contest tomorrow night. Now, Michael made a suggestion that I'm not going to pay attention to. He said that he thinks I need to cut the contest off to at least to about 5 or 10 pictures, but the last several weeks we got more views and more comments than anything we ever did. So as many good pictures as I can find and continue to have that contest, we're going to do it. I agree. She's under a mask, Al. Deacon Jones is at New Bethel Church and Outreach in Memphis, Tennessee, at 1065 West Range Road in Memphis. Alexander, I think I have so much. We were in a real TV station with professional production people. This is how they made their living.
We got them all four in the ring. Everybody's in there. Havoc and Allen still teaming up. The Bulldog goes down, and look at Allen. Spinning Bulldog, and he's got him down.
Good tag team match, as we've seen the last few weeks. Just good wrestling matches on the Power Hour.
He's going to go for that big splash. Uh-oh, he's on the top rope. Look out.
I believe it's a swerve coming here.
Oh, here comes Saul. He knows CB. Look out, Allen. From behind, Lance J was waiting on him. He popped him with that chain.
As Alexander says, I'm getting my copy of WWE 2K24 tomorrow. Hope I'll be able to make a USWA Championship Wrestling Arena and a Power Pro Wrestling Arena and create a arena. Good luck with that, Alexander.
We've got more still to come on the Power Hour. We'll take time out. We'll be back.
What do you think, Al Tuttle? Do you agree with Michael St. John that I need to cut way back on the pictures that I show on Talking Memphis Wrestling? Seems like it's a hit to me and Alan. Once again, we're seeing that plug for Ali at the Griffin store. We're plugging Moondog Championship Wrestling that very night and some of the other Moondog Championship Wrestling action. Here's DK.
And I've always dreamed of being the world champion. Today, I have a chance of becoming that. Wolfie D, I'm going to tell you, you have to do everything in your power to keep me down. This is my goal. I want it bad enough, and I'm leaving here with Power Pro Heavyweight title today.
I see a serious look on Derrick King's face, and I'm telling you, Wolfie D, you better not take it lightly because Derrick wants Power Pro Championship.
Derrick, they brought the ring in sometimes on Friday night, sometimes early Saturday morning for 11 o'clock show. I probably got there about 9:15. Maybe a little earlier than that.
Where are you, Brandon Baxter? Head this way. You've got a fight here today. I hear the Bad Street music playing.
Yep, I thought he had more guts than I do, but I have more sense than he does, for sure.
Brandon Baxter's power out. No, wait, what are you trying to say here? Brandon Baxter's the man. No, yeah, the referee's in there, 7 here. That's right.
Brandon Baxter. Blade is the match we're seeing on the Power Hour. We'll see. New DNA test results are in a little bit. Stand by.
I'm afraid everybody must have misunderstood me.
Alexander, there was plans earlier on, but Mason Granger left as GM, and I couldn't get the show on other markets like originally was planned. So no, we're going to stick on Channel 5.
I'm going to sit in my chair. Oh, you don't think anybody can force you to wrestle? What are you doing? Brandon Baxter says, hey, no one can force me to wrestle. Well, let's see now, Brandon. Blade Boo goes after him. Get him, Blade. We bring the bell out on Brandon Stock. A little strutting from Brandon Baxter and Blade Boo waiting on him as he turns around. He whips him into the rope. Big elbow. Oh, he's got a pin here already. Here comes 7. Now, you see, that's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Swinging that kendo stick, right to your leg sweep. From Blade Boo.
Had invented substations, Alexander, at that time, unfortunately.
Come on, for crying out loud.
Now we have chaos going on as the crowd calls for Ali. PJ's calling for Corey.
And Shannon Ali. Big slam from the regulator Rob and Dion off the top rope. He drops the leg. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna ring the bell. Referee had signal for it, but we're not gonna watch this all day long. Let's get some help out here for Blade. This is on. You see it started off with Brandon Baxter running his big mouth like he does every single week. Here comes some help. Derrick King hits the ring. He leads the way along with Havoc and Alan Steele, and they take off. And we're going to be back. Stay with us. We'll be back on the other side of this commercial break with more of Power Pro Wrestling. Stay with us. Boy, I tell you.
You know, if you're like me, you're tired of high gas price service. So when I do when I come to Memphis, I go see my friends.
Chance Early watching the show tonight, and we're seeing
But if you're feeling
that commercial.
You might can win my baby right here. That's if you can catch me in it first. And let's not forget that today I'll be having a good time over at the Horn Lake and Goodman over in Mississippi. Goodman Road in 51, you know what I'm saying? And not only will I be there, but they're going to have the Phillips race car simulator. But I like the real thing, if you know what I'm saying.
Now that's in the fairly early stages, and it was expensive at the same time. We were a one market promotion. We would have lost our ass on a pay-per-view, big time.
He's just walking around going, I lost my title, I lost my title. I don't know what his problem is. He should just get in the ring and win it back like a man.
Uh-oh.
There's nothing more I can do.
Not only am I going to find out who did it, but when I come behind, I'm going to come looking for you. You got that?
Oh, back on the Power Hour, yeah. Big crowd here. Hey, look at that, David.
The Dave and Corey fan club in his house.
Take a look at how you can be right here in the studios for more exciting Power.
Dave's, I enjoy doing this, celebrating a big part of my life. Plaza talking about Derrick's feud with Brandon Baxter in Power Pro Wrestling and beyond. Those phone numbers certainly no longer working numbers.
For more information there, Randy Hales is out here. He's standing in my way over there. I know you're skinny, Randy, but you're not that little. I can't see through you. Hey, you got the FedEx package. We saw this earlier today. What in the world is in there?
I'm in a good mood today. I want CB Wyatt to come out. I want Bulldog Reigns to come out, and I want Easy Money to come out right now.
CB Wyatt? You want CB Wyatt or CB Hales?
Well, somebody's business is fixing to pick up.
Uh-oh. Well, here comes CB Wyatt. Easy Money and the Aristocrat. He's got the FedEx package.
Let me do this quick, people. Let me do this quick. When you came on this TV show, listen up, everybody. When you came on this TV show and said you were my son, I thought it was an absolute 110% joke. An absolute joke. But then it got a little more serious to me when Easy Money came along And then when the DNA
Yeah,
test
Brendan and
came
I
along,
text back
there
and
was a
forth.
difference.
We live in the same town.
But having brought me this FedEx package and what happened, this is the true DNA test, and the true DNA test says I'm not the father.
Uh-oh! What happened tonight? What's up with that, Randy?
You tried to embarrass me, and let me say this real clearly. You were never my girlfriend. You were a rat that hung around, and you were with every one of the boys. Every single one of them. And I usually got...
What did I say? You blew every one of the boys? Surely I didn't say that, Adam.
And ugly did.
Oh, come on, Randy. She thought
It
that.
was easy, honey. She was...
Well, that's just...
Looking, I was 18 years old.
Yeah, well, let me tell
Thank you,
you.
Terry. I appreciate and will abide by your suggestion.
Every single one of you, because it's all a fraud. You're not my son. And I talked to your real mother. I saw your real birth certificate. And your parents, when your dad manages a plant up in Selmer, your mother's a big accountant, and they're hot. They know now why you told them not to watch this show. And it's all over. And it's all over.
Well, Randy Hales has got the FedEx package. Look out, Randy. He nailed CB. He says, you're not my son. He found, easy money with that. What that thing she's got? What is that thing? Is that supposed to be a...
Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise.
With all kind of...
Trouble in the Hales family.
With it. Now she's putting her high heel shoes on, Randy. And CB takes off his... Come on. You guys get out of here, CB. Here comes 2 balls. And they take off. Look out. Let me get out of the way. 2 balls comes out and a little help for Randy Hales. CB Wyatt and the aristocrat Easy Money, they're all upset because we found out the real truth of the matter.
Yo, peoples! Two-Falk into his house!
2 balls comes out.
What do you think, people? Are you enjoying Powerful episode number 105?
She'll set you free. You just remember that. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more on the Power Hour.
It's Wolfie and Derrick, and you got to do me a favor, and you make sure that Ali is nowhere near inside. I don't want him to be in the building. I don't want him anywhere in the studio. That's your job. Okay? That's all you got to do. Just make sure he doesn't get in.
Baxter, did you see what Ali did to me earlier? You're crazy if you think I'm nowhere near that guy.
What do you mean? You're security. It's your job to be here. Where are you going?
I don't blame him for that. Not at all. We've got action coming up. It is the Power Pro Heavyweight title.
I'm glad that Derrick says that he enjoys Power Hour, and he enjoys watching local Memphis wrestling and says this show is good. Appreciate it, Derrick. Well, you post a picture today of your son. I believe you said he wants to be a Marine. That's great news. You should be proud of that young man. Here is the challenger. And if memory serves me correct, and I'm trying to think back to April the 15th, year 2000, almost 24 years, I think this is a hell of a match.
Right here live on TV5 today in front of all of you fans at home and all the fans here in the studio. And he's got his shot here today against the champion, Wolfie D. Our heavyweight champion, Wolfie D, has arrived. Up, cap and all. He's got the gold around his waist, no doubt about it. Get away, Roberts, along with him. Good chance, baby. This is the bout that we talked about earlier today, fans.
Derrick's first challenge for a single championship, the Power Pro Championship, the heavyweight title. Title on the line as the main event of this TV show. Julie Yates didn't say anything about being exposed as a fraud, but now she's saying the matches were good on TV.
But this guy's really built himself up, worked hard in the gym, and he deserves
Derrick's son got a haircut.
Yeah, look at that. Little tilt the world. From Wolfie going that in bomb, and Derrick reverses it.
Alexander, I don't have any idea who Hammerstone is, but I know Jacob Tattoo, or I know Bobby.
Right in our center, ringside. He nails Wolfie, slams him into the desk. This is for the Power Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title. Wolfie D. Oh, Derrick King. Oh, Derrick missed it. Wolfie dodges, gets out of there, and Derrick slammed right into the top.
It's all Wolfie so far in this match.
Referee's down.
Adam will tell you what we'll see next week after this show concludes.
Well, he's got the title, but you saw what happened last week, fans. Lights went out, and all of a sudden, Wolfie D's hand is raised after Brandon Baxter comes out with that cartel. As for the lights to be cut, and I don't know, they must have found an emergency cutoff switch or something somewhere here in the studios. Turned those lights off, and Wolfie captured the Power Pro title. Slingshot Derrick King right off that top turnbuckle. Live from the studios of TV5, Power Pro Wrestling Action, and boy, has it been a day today. 2 count.
Adam asked me the championship Wolfie was holding was not the USWA title, even though he had held that title back in the USWA days. This is the Power Pro Championship, whole different title belt.
He rams Derrick King hard into that turnbuckle.
Alexander, they were my favorite tag team too in the 90s.
We finally find out the real truth is Randy Hales grabbed that FedEx package that Havoc and Alan Steele had earlier.
Derrick King, Derrick May, probably was a heel more than a babyface.
FedEx package turned to be the real deal.
We'll get Adam Dunn's opinion and comments about the show today, as we have a very good crowd in the Power Hour in the studios of WMC TV that was located in 1960 Union, Memphis, Tennessee. And Derrick is working hard to get that clean break.
Derrick's trying to get over to that bottom rope. He does. He's going to get a break. He's got a break, and now referee makes Wolfie break it. Boy, that's a tough move to get out of. Wolfie D, the Power Pro champion. He defeated Ali. Ali suffered his very first defeat last week.
Good comments today, and certainly good numbers today, and we appreciate that very much.
It took a bunch of them to do it, but Wolfie.
We appreciated all the regulars that came to the Power Hour every week, and we would get new people as well. Chance, it's my humble opinion that Jamie was the best wrestler, and Jamie, even though Wolfie wasn't bad at it, Jamie was just a natural BSer and talker.
Thanks for joining us, fans of the Power Hour. Corey Macklin and ringside live from TV5. Dave Brown has to be on back with us next week for more action. Look at that big move there. Oh, 2 count and Derrick's out. He can't get him.
The people with this match and with Derrick, Derrick's been selling the entire match.
Wolfie choking him over there. Now he had to break that hold.
Wolfie wearing his PG-13 character and personality.
Slams his shoulder into the ring post, and Wolfie D, the Power Pro champion, looking good right now. And once again he goes and rams Derrick.
And Derrick was a heel. He had heat, and when he was a baby face, you know, it's the old Undertaker story, as Alexander talking about how loud this crowd was. Good audience. It was treated as some good old Memphis wrestling.
Takes him down, and they're both out. Referee's right there. Derrick needs to get to his feet.
This show was timed and paced good because we have plenty of time sometimes you have a 2 or 3 minute competitive match, and that's never good, especially for a title match. This match seems longer than that. Seems like it's going 7 or 8 minutes. Good for television. Derrick making that comeback. And here we go again.
Wolfie gets up. Atomic knee drop on Wolfie D. Big drop kick. Let's do it. Could we have a new Power Pro champion, Derrick King, climbing the rope?
We talk about storytelling. And Corey doing great storytelling. There's another false finish there. Terry says, good looking Power Pro Championship belt. Beats all the silly championship now. Hey, Todd Alexander, what's going on? And Al says, real good match.
Super kicking down goes Wolfie. Oh, there goes that getaway guy. He tosses the
Problem here.
Wolfie, the old evil Knievel, man. Tosses the chain in there. Wolfie's got it around his fist. And he fucks. Oh, that could be it. Well, have you had? No, had to be so. That's a 2 count. Oh, Derrick kicks out. He lifts his shoulder up. He only gets a 2. He rolls up Wolfie on the schoolboy. 2 count. And he gets 2.
Good false finishes.
Look at this. Oh. Man, oh man, oh man. Wolfie D, that spinning forebomb. Pounds
Derrick, no. I'm not a belt guy. I use this to try to draw money. No, I do not have it.
Tosses him over. Derrick King lands on his feet now.
Referee down. Derrick down. Wolfie down. Some shenanigans going on here, folks.
Referee right there in the middle of it. Wolfie stops him. There's that face bump. Derrick got him beat. Here comes Derrick. 2 count. Oh, the getaway guy pulls the referee's leg and snatches him out of the ring. Here comes the Regulators. Oh, I guess Derrick won't get a chance to win that title.
Calvary fills up the ring.
Well, and we're out of time, fans, but we're back next week. We're back early, 10 a.m. right there on TV5. I'm Corey Macklin. Bye-bye, everybody.
I know you're as excited as I am. I know you're as fired up as I am. I know you want to know what we're going to see next week, and we'll have Adam Dunn pop in right now as the producer of this show, and he will tell you what we'll see next week, and he will also tell you absolutely his thoughts on the show today. Here's producer Adam Dunn.
Well, I thought this was a heck of a show today. Still doing fantastic as we continue to go through in a few months, things kind of turn down a little bit, but to not have Lawler Dundee and no developmental talent, we've got several good weeks out of the CB Wyatt Hales thing, the Evening the Odds match, and I think we're going to see Evening the Odds 2 next week. I'll talk about that in just a second, but the action and the momentum keeps going in the right direction, and these have just been great shows week to week. And yeah, next week is episode 107, the April 29th, 2000 edition of the Power Hour. Wolfie D arrives, and we'll see an interview with him and Derrick King. The Power Pro title, Derrick King versus Wolfie D again, after you saw what happened here today. Seven and Brandon Baxter have an interview, and you'll see a Moondog rules match, Lance Jade against Moondog Spot. We'll have an interview with Ali and the Regulators. We'll see the Regulators in action with Seven going against Havoc, Blade Boudreaux, and Alan Steele. And then Evening the Odds 2. We'll see Ali, the Aristocrat Scott Reigns, Blade Boudreaux, Seven, Moondog Spot, Derrick King, and the Regulators all in action on next week's show, Randy.
No commercials today. Man, we got through it. I am sad that it is over. That show, as Liza said, is very, very exciting, and he can't wait to see it next week. Let's tell you about Talking Memphis Wrestling tomorrow. Tomorrow we have some very interesting video. We will take a look at Memphis Wrestling, Memphis Memories 2 in 95, Night to Remember in Louisville in 95. We'll see Handsome Jimmy Valiant tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. He throws Flower on Brandon Baxter. We'll see clips of the historic PG-13 Rock and Roll Express June the 11th, 1995 match and PG-13's reaction. We'll see a hair versus hair match between women, Miss Texas and Uptown Karen. We'll see that tomorrow. We'll see Jackie Fargo, the fabulous one, often imitated, never duplicated, the fabulous Jackie Fargo, inducted into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame. We will see Valiant Tar and Feather Brandon Baxter. We will see a interesting video with a lot of stuff. We will see Louisville announcer Dean Hales talking to some of the Louisville fans, Lance Russell in the ring talking to the Louisville fans, the best of Louisville, Kentucky 10-man tag team match, a Brian Christopher post-match, post-win interview, and we have a special close. We'll go back to the video archives after I say goodbye tomorrow. Dave and Lance says goodbye. Also, we have photos of the day, another contest. If you've already won the contest, you're not eligible. As you see, our buddy Adam Dunn is ahead of the case, and he is showing you action from last Monday night. One more strut for the fans of Memphis, Tennessee. We have about 22 pictures that we'll show tomorrow night. We have the Revolution results, that pay-per-view, and we will talk about AEW. We'll talk about Raw and WrestleMania and all kinds of things going on. It will be fired up and exciting Power Pro Wrestling, talking Memphis wrestling, doing it all. Be sure to check out, and we will have from time to time the Randy Hales Show. As Liza says, Miss Texas outside of Medusa is one of his favorite female wrestlers. As Al says, you should put up a picture of Michael St. John in the photo contest. A million comedians out of work in this world, and Al does a good job of trying to be one. Thanks to Adam Dunn. Thanks to Team Hales. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central for Talking Memphis Wrestling. Until then, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Power